Hey guys, welcome to Crazy Days. Today, let's talk about how they dumbed us down. As cooks, as preppers, hey, they have. So we're going to talk a little bit about what I've been thinking about here lately, and I know a lot of you probably have thought the same thing, is how they've dumbed us down. I've been thinking a lot about prepping and cooking, and if something happened I couldn't get whatever with all these food shortage type things going around, thinking, what would I do? So Amanda and I from Freedom Acres made a list of things that we were thinking of that we would need to really prep up on that we didn't want to be without. And some of those things were, we were using our normal way of living brain, let's say that. I'm going to show you a few of those and see why I come to, hey, we need to learn how to do without some stuff. First off, let's take our regular old Glad cling wrap and cheap aluminum foil. Okay, aluminum foil has many, many uses. It's a great prep item, so does the plastic wrap. But guys, how many boxes is enough? I'm contemplating, how many boxes of this, how many boxes of that, how long do I need them, whatever. And I'm thinking, what if I get 10 boxes of this and I run out in the first year? What do? I get 50 boxes of this and within 2 years I've done used it all because it's got so many uses. You use it for everything. What do you do when you're cooking and you got to cover something? And I had a lady send me something this week and I'm going to show you that. Oh, and by the way, I got my coffee here, and I got my shirt from Thread Tank. It says, first I do the coffee, then I do the things. You ask Danny, that's me. I got to have this coffee. I done had a couple of cups this morning. This is my third cup to do the things. That's some good coffee. Thank you, J-Mill. This right here is a covered casserole dish. Okay. A lot of you looking at me like I'm crazy. I was sitting here going, what do I do if I run out of aluminum foil and I can't cover this in the oven? What do I do? Once it's cooled off and I want to put it in the fridge and I don't want to use aluminum foil and I use plastic wrap, what do I do? And I'm sitting there looking at that casserole dish going, we've been dumbed down. Half our bowls come with no lids. So you have to use this. I get it. And I'm sitting there going, if I buy a bowl that has a lid that goes in the oven, I can cover it in the oven, and when I'm ready to uncover and heat the top, that's fine. It's washable, reusable. When it goes in the fridge, it goes in the fridge this way. Reusable. New concept? Nah. It's been around for years. We were taught this because when you buy bowls, lots and lots and lots of your bowls now don't come with glass lids or lids that can be used in an oven. Just one of those weird things that came to me. Another idea, and a lot of you are really trying to get away from this one, and I'm working on it. It's just, this is one of the toughies for me. Paper towels. How many paper towels you need to last 3 or 4 years? A lot. You know how much space that takes? If you have roaches and stuff like we do here in South Mississippi, you have to have it in something that they're not going to get to. Or else they're going to find ways to get through that plastic and go up through here, and then they get on the outside of it. It is awful. I usually keep only enough for just about 6 months to a year. I don't keep a large supply of paper towels because of that. You know what it's called? This is it, a towel. You can mop up, clean up, wipe up, anything. If you have something like this and you've got a clean towel, you can throw it over it till you're ready to serve. You don't have to throw paper towels over it. The only problem I have really getting away from paper towels is when I cook hamburgers or something like that, I take this and I put it down and I let it absorb any of the fat that's still in my burgers. So that's one thing that I'm having a big, huge trouble with this. I'm learning this is the easier way to go with most everything. But this is one of them we're having a little more difficulty letting go of. We've been programmed since we were little kids on things that are easy. Microwaves. Hey, it is so easy to fix you a cup of coffee, jam it in the microwave, and heat it up. I've got a pot over there that came from Stringfield Ridge. I cooked that, perked that pot first thing this morning. Got me a cup, turned it off, let it sit. I took the insides out so I didn't have to worry with that. And when I get ready, I go flip the stove back on, heat it up, pour another cup of coffee. It's very easy. Not hard at all. Takes maybe a few more minutes to heat it up than it does in a microwave, but probably not more than 2 to 3. And when you're diddling around in the kitchen, 5 minutes passes in a heartbeat and your coffee's ready, okay? And guys, I'm all for modern conveniences, but we're used to this thing. When I was a kid, the Jetsons. You remember the Jetsons? Oh, they were programming us for the future. As kids, we were watching the Jetsons. And so, you remember Rosie? She was a robot, and she had an attitude. Really, just saying. So, in the future, there are going to be robots that think like humans, that are going to have human characteristics and things like that. We've already got the vacuum cleaner that runs around your house all day long. You don't have to vacuum. You just switch that thing on and let it go. You come home, your floor is clean. You know, you've got a smartphone that you can check the temperature of your house. You can turn your air conditioner on or turn it off. Turn your heat on, turn it off. You can flip your lights on. You can check your camera. Some people even check their refrigerators, appliances. It doesn't matter. You can check it all from a phone. Kids, they're not going to know what it is to crank a car. You hit a button and then you go out and your car's cranked. It's all warm, nice. You crawl in it and you go wherever you're going to go. Good Lord, we had to go out, bundle the kids up, put them in the car. They're freezing to death. You crank the car and about 5 miles down the road, it finally starts warming up. You know, child abuse? I don't think so. We just got dumbed down. And so that was all my video was about. It takes a little time to do some things the old-fashioned way, and yeah, I'm all for all this modern gadgetry where you can put your food in something, set a timer, and hours later it's ready. If you want to do that, that is great. It saves you time. But learn how to do some things the old-fashioned way. Learn what it is to have a glass top and use it in the oven, because it is a little bit different cooking. It takes a few more minutes to get used to it. It takes a little time to remember that, hey, look, the lid's got to come off. And don't touch the lid while it's hot. Just saying. Always use a pot holder. People just don't think anymore. We don't have to think. It's all electronic. Everything thinks for you. Remember Rosie from the Jetsons? She did everything. She cleaned house. She cooked. Everything was done. Rosie was the perfect little robot for the house with an attitude. Think about what you're doing every day. Think about how you can prep items without prepping lots of items. This takes up very little space compared to 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 boxes of these. A few of these, an old sheet, an old blanket, whatever it takes to make a few cloths, takes up a lot less space than 500 rolls of paper towels. Guys, I've got more, all kinds of ideas, but those were just a couple that I thought of today and I wanted to share with you. Don't let them dumb you down. And remember, thread tank. First, you drink the coffee, then you do the things. Thank you guys from Crazy Days.